Hey, howdy, hey everyone, and welcome to Ask Harry, where I, Harry Humble, will ask the questions you sent me. Let's get ready to rumble with episode 2. So, first of all, we get 4 questions from Super Aaron Review 98. First question: what are my favourite LEGO themes? Well, even though I don't play with LEGO anymore, my favourites throughout the time have to be Ninjago, LEGO City, and LEGO Star Wars. The Star Wars ones are really good. They got me into the franchise a little bit. Now, second question: have I ever heard of Colonna, Point Blank, and Ribbit King? Never heard of any of those three. 3. What is the worst Animal Crossing villager you have seen? For him, it would be Jambet. I'm not sure because most of the villages in my town have actually been really nice, so I can't think of that. And plus, even the snooty and cranky villagers are actually quite nice to me. And number 4, could I do a rant video on Valette the First and Akalena Fourth the Sixth, or whatever they're called? Sorry, I can't. I don't know what they've done or something, but sorry, I can't do rants on them because I might retire from doing rants, but I might still do commentaries. But who knows? I might do rants on them if I want to. Next up, we have 4 questions from my best friend Airman43. Let's see what he says. 1. Did you know that Lenny from Bob the Builder was voiced by Chris Evans? No, I didn't. And that's all I can say about that. 2. What is the difference between Studio Ghibli and 4Kids? Well, it's actually quite simple. Studio Ghibli animate their own films and make them. 4Kids are just a dubbing company that license out other animes such as Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Kirby, Sonic, and their awful dub of One Piece. Question 3. Do you listen to Who Let the Dogs Out by the Baha Men? I've heard of the song, and it's actually quite an interesting song. Who let the dogs out? Woof, 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 woof. I really suck singing. 4. Do you remember the old hit video logo? Unfortunately, I didn't. I never owned any Hit Entertainment VHS tapes outside Thomas the Tank Engine, but even then they had the Ghislaine Entertainment logo. And yeah, that's what I can say about that. And let's see. Next up is 4 questions from Pile of Tapes, or Stuart. 1. What's my favourite logo? Really hard choice to say about that one. One of my favourites would be Infogrames and Atari. It's nice seeing a weird-looking armadillo, and Atari's 2003 to 2010 logo is different. It's just different than what the Atari we used to have, as it had the tripod as the middle A rather than having it on the top. 2. Do you own any VHS tapes? Not anymore. I threw them out because I don't have a VHS player anymore. 3. What do I want for Christmas? Well, let me just load this up and I'll tell you some of the games I want. We got Driver 3 on the Xbox, Test Drive Off-Road Wide Open, Splashdown, TD Overdrive, the Brotherhood of Speed, Xbox, both of them as well. Test Drive 4, Test Drive 5, Test Drive 6, Test Drive Off-Road, Test Drive Off-Road 2 or 4x4, and 4x4 World Trophy / Test Drive Off-Road 3. Simple. And Test Drive 6, even though it's from the horrible Cryo Interactive. I can't stand them. 4. Is Brian the Bunny Rabbit my hero? Well, yes, and so is Mayday 51. He is the guy that turned me into the new Harry, not the old one that made pointless game videos and stuff like that. It's a new Harry. The new one wearing my brand new glasses. I'm a bit braggy, aren't I, today? 3 questions next up are from Rory Connors, who is good friends with Nathan / Cat Books. Let's see what Rory Connors says. 1. What's my favourite TV programme? Hard choice for that one, even though I'm not a huge TV fan. I prefer video games, but let's just say my favourite show is I'll just have to say Tom and Jerry. I love cartoons, but if it was an anime, it would be Kirby Right Back at Ya. I don't watch much anime. I prefer anime films from Studio Ghibli. Might watch other anime films, but who knows. 2. Superstar Comedy or Classic Kids channel. I would prefer Superstar Comedy. It's just because it has my shows in, and it has all sorts of shows from other independent YouTubers. And it's got Aaron's shows on there because I love the original Code to the Arabics because Aaron is so funny. And he's so awesome as well. And 3, do I like Marmite? Nope, I don't like Marmite at all. It just has a very icky taste. Next up is a question from Jackzilla or Spazgood or Togma, the Super VHS advert boy. I think that's what his name used to be. And he says, have I watched Tweenies Live, the Christmas present, before? No, I haven't. I haven't seen it on the VHS and haven't seen it live. I've seen bits of the first Tweenies Live on YouTube. And it doesn't really... It's a good show, even though it doesn't have any plot at all. It's just different songs and segments from the show adapted onto the small screen. And last but not least is a question from the Nostalgia Kid 03 or Nostalgia Thomas 2003 or Thomas Kaji, or I think that's his second name. And he says, do I own anything Brum or Noddy? No, I don't. Sorry. Like I mentioned before, even though I like kid shows, I prefer video games. And especially video games from the none other than Atari and Infogrames, because Infogrames are my favourite game company. Bring! Uh-oh, looks like I have to go now. And once I get more questions, I'll make episode 3. Ta-ta for now, everyone.